Hi, and welcome to the battery shop. Some vehicles like this Porsche Cayenne have their 12-volt battery underneath the driver's seat. And so there's some things we're going to have to do to gain access to the battery so we can replace it. But before you begin a project like this, we always like to recommend that you consult the vehicle manufacturer's service or repair manual so that you can get an idea of what the job will be like. You'll have all the tools that you need, and you can follow the step-by-step replacement procedures so that you can safely and efficiently replace a battery in a vehicle like this. Now there's one other thing I'd like to call your attention to, and that is a 10mm triple square bit. It's kind of like a 12-point Torx bit, and you're going to need that to complete this project. You'll also need a T25 Torx bit as well. Let's get started. The first step is to move the seat all the way forward. Next, remove the plastic seat rail trim on both sides. Next, release the two clips on the back of the battery box. Now move the seat all the way to the rear. Next, lift the seat front carpeting on both sides and remove the plastic panel. Next, using your 10mm triple square, remove the seat bracket bolts on both sides. Next, tip the driver's seat up and all the way back. Next, unclip the front battery cover fastener. And using the T25 bit, remove the screw from the heater duct and move the battery cover out of the way. Now with our gloves and safety glasses on, the next step is to loosen the fastener to the left hold-down bracket. Although not specified in the manufacturer's instructions, we are using a memory saver to keep the computer's memories alive when we disconnect the negative battery cable. Next, using a 10mm socket, loosen the nut for the negative battery cable and remove the negative battery cable from the negative battery terminal. Then, using the 10mm socket, loosen the nut for the positive battery cable and remove it from the positive battery terminal. Next, using a 10mm wrench, loosen the fastener for the battery retainer plate and remove the retainer plate. Now we can remove the left retainer plate. Next, carefully remove the vent tube from the side of the battery. Now we can remove the old battery from the vehicle and install the new battery. Now we can reinstall the retaining plates and retighten the fasteners. Next, carefully reinstall the vent tube into the side of the battery and check it to make sure it's not cracked or damaged. Now we can reinstall the positive battery cable onto the positive battery terminal, but don't pound these terminals on as this can cause internal battery damage. And retighten the nut. Next, reinstall the negative battery cable onto the negative battery terminal and retighten the nut. Now we can reinstall the battery box cover. Next, reinstall the plastic vent to the battery cover and retighten the screw. Now we can lower the seat and reinstall the fasteners. and reinstall the seat rail's plastic trim on both sides. The last step is to reposition the seat, and we're done.